Hi everyone, this is Sarantos. The month is August, and of course that means many things to many people. For some people, it means football season is starting soon. For others, it means hay fever season is here in full bloom. For others, it means they're going back to school. And most of us try to enjoy the end of the summer. Me personally, I can't wait for football season. I wrote a rock song about the Chicago Bears because, I am a diehard fan. I'll never forget the 1985 Bears. They're forever etched in my mind. The season was such a thrill to see them dominate the league. I literally watched every single game thinking they were going to dominate, and they usually did, except of course the Miami game. I was lucky enough to be a season ticket holder for the Bears when they made their other Super Bowl run in 2006. I remember Devin Hester returning the opening kickoff for a touchdown, and I thought we were going to finally win another Super Bowl. We all know how that turned out. Then came the dark years. Until Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace brought them back to relevance last year. The 2018 season was such a dramatic turnaround. I'm eternally hopeful, so of course every year I think they're winning the Super Bowl. But it was really cool to see them turn the team around last year. Teamwork is what defined them, but that was just the beginning. This song is my story to them of their road once again back to the Super Bowl. I initially started when I read an article about Khalil and Mack. I remember the word calm is contagious in that newspaper clipping. The song started from that and quickly evolved. The charity for this one is one day's wages. Now let's get back to the song. Let's get back to specifically what I did for the music video. I thought there'd be a kind of a cool paradox. Obviously the Bears and Khalil Mack, Matt Nagy, all the Bears inspired the song. And while the rock song and lyrics definitely signify teamwork, sports are not the only place where teamwork is important. The truth is, unfortunately I had absolutely no connections and no way to include the Chicago Bears in this music video, which would have been kind of cool. So I thought I'd get creative. I thought about teamwork, and you know what? It's vital in the workplace too. Every business thrives when there's unity and the team all strides toward the same goals. So this music video is a paradox in that there's no sports-related clips in this one. The team doesn't have cleats, gym shoes, jerseys, helmets. Instead, they have suits, ties, nice shiny shoes, and professional business attire for both men and women. I hope you enjoy the music video. When it comes to the new book this month, well, Sarantos is still kind of recovering. Here's a snippet. He felt disconnected from Starfleet Command, and that made him feel naked, creating a draft in his emotional state. Meeting with Charlie in the creative room turned out to be cathartic. It was the only place they ever met after their first session there. She was so damn sexy, and sometimes they just talked and sat naked on a summer beach, alone with the wind blowing their hair and the waters lapping at their exposed flesh. It was therapeutic for him because there was no pressure involved, and he could relax and just be who he was. And he was Sarantos, a guy born on the planet Okura. Sometimes, he even brought his guitar and would write songs, as Charlie sat back and laughed, and on rare occasion assisted. He wasn't in love with Charlie, but was learning much from her, tapping into his inner self for that all-important self-improvement, compassion, and acceptance that haunts every perfectionist from birth. So as you can see, the book chapter is spiraling to its epic conclusion, and this year, the book concludes the trilogy. For the poem of the month, I picked a topic that's really personal to me. You see, I have a confession. My entire life, I've suffered from hay fever. I always hated it, especially the itchy eyes. I remember when I was younger wearing contacts, playing football, and trying to get over the dramatic itchiness to the eyes that drove me crazy. I'll be honest, it's gotten better as I've gotten older, and especially after my immunotherapy shots really helped it out. But anyway, I wrote a song about this wonderful season that us allergy sufferers absolutely love. The song is titled Hay Fever. August can be hot and sometimes unbearable, Add hay fever to the mix and it's almost unlivable. You wake up in the morning with eyes full of gunk. You've taken so many antihistamines people think you're drunk. Your nose is full of snot, so you blow it quite a lot. Then 15 minutes later, you're in the same spot. Your eyes are watering and your head really pounds. Everyone around you wishes you'd stop making gross sounds. The medicine you take makes you feel very drowsy, but if you don't take it, you'll feel incredibly lousy. You can't stop to smell the roses, there's so much pollen around. You beg for the first frost so things will finally settle down. Your stock in tissues goes through the roof. The pile in your basket is a sign of proof. But don't worry, this will soon all be over until springtime when you find a 4-leaf clover. Good luck with that. So, I hope you appreciate the new content I've released in the month of August. I really want to thank you again for spending time with me. It means the world to me, and I love you for it. Next month is September, and I have a really cool song I'm going to release for you right after Labor Day. It's called Coming Home. Have a great day, and thank you so much for being my fan. Again, I love you with all of my heart.